A tale of ancient Japan, a princess who came from the moon. This story was first written in the early era of Heian period around 8th or 9th century. The Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. One day, while walking in the bamboo forest, an old, childish bamboo cutter called Taketori no Okina, or the old man who harvests bamboo, came across a mysterious shining stalk of bamboo. After cutting it open, he found inside it an infant the size of his thumb. He rejoiced to find such a beautiful girl and took her home. He and his wife raised her as their own child and named her KaguyaHime, accurately Nayotake no KaguyaHime, which means shining princess of the supple bamboo. Thereafter, Taketori no Okina found that whenever he cut down a stalk of bamboo, inside would be a small nugget of gold. Soon he became rich. KaguyaHime grew from a small baby into a woman of ordinary size and extraordinary beauty. At first, Taketori no Okina tried to keep her away from outsiders, but over time, the news of her beauty spread. Eventually, 5 princes came to Taketori no Okina's residence to ask for KaguyaHime's hand in marriage. The princes eventually persuaded Taketori no Okina to tell a reluctant KaguyaHime to choose from among them. KaguyaHime concocted impossible tasks for the princes, agreeing to marry the one who managed to bring her his specified item. That night, Taketori no Okina told the 5 princes what each must bring. The first was told to bring her the stone begging bowl of the Buddha Gautama Shakyamuni from India, the second a jeweled branch of the mythical island of Horai, the third the legendary robe of the fire rat of China, the fourth a colored jewel from a dragon's neck, and the final prince a cowrie shell bone of swallows. Realizing that it was an impossible task, the first prince returned with an expensive bowl, but after noticing that the bowl did not glow with holy light, KaguyaHime saw through his deception. Likewise, 2 other princes attempted to deceive her with fakes, but also failed. The fourth gave up after encountering a storm, while the final prince lost his life, severely injured in some versions, in his attempt. After this, the Emperor of Japan, Mikado, came to see the strangely beautiful KaguyaHime and, upon falling in love, asked her to marry him. Although he was not subjected to the impossible trials that has thwarted the princes, KaguyaHime rejected his request for marriage as well, telling him that she was not of his country and thus could not go to the palace with him. She stayed in contact with the emperor, but continued to rebuff his request and marriage proposals. That summer, whenever KaguyaHime saw the full moon, her eyes filled with tears. Though her adopted parents worried greatly and questioned her, she was unable to tell them what was wrong. Her behavior became increasingly erratic until she revealed that she was not of this world, but must return to her people on the moon. In some versions of this tale, it is said that she was sent to the earth, where she would inevitably form material attachment as a temporary punishment for some crime, while in others she was sent to the earth for her own safety during a celestial war. The gold that Taketori no Okina had been finding had, in fact, been a stipend from the people of the moon sent down to pay for KaguyaHime's upkeep. KaguyaHime goes back to the moon. As the day of her return approached, the emperor sent many guards around her house to protect her from the moon people, but when an embassy of heavenly beings arrived at the door of Taketori no Okina's house, the girls were blinded by a strange light. KaguyaHime announced that though she loved her many friends on earth, she must return with the moon people to her true home. She wrote sad notes of apology to her parents and to the emperor, then gave her parents her own robe as a memento. She then took a small taste of the elixir of life, attached it to her letter to the emperor, and gave it to a guard officer. As she handed it to him, the feather robe was placed on her shoulders, and all of her sadness and compassion for the people of the earth were forgotten. The heavenly entourage took KaguyaHime back to Tsuki no Miyako, or the capital of the moon, leaving her earthly foster parents in tears. This is a story of KaguyaHime in Japan.